Hi, I'm Spencer Jones. Video blogging is not easy. It's easier just to cut it into little itty-bitty segments and just talk really fast and all the videos just streamed in together. Like the Vlogbrothers. They did this extremely well. Better than I could ever do it. I want to be a nerd fighter really badly, and I want my whole constructure, that's not a word. I want, like Hank said, or was it John? I want to be made of pure awesome, and this is not pure awesome. I recently read Paper Towns, which is in a step to being awesome. Yes, and I developed this little soundtrack to it, and of course it's gonna have the Mountain Goats because the Mountain Goats are referenced millions of times in that book, and the Mountain Goats are one of my favorite bands, and actually, if it weren't for the Mountain Goats, I wouldn't have found out about the Vlogbrothers because I was on YouTube searching for a Mountain Goats song, and I saw in the video, hey, John Green told me about this. I was like, what? Who's John Green? So I googled the name, and then I found the Vlogbrothers, and I'm like, whoa, the Vlogbrothers, whoa, this is awesome, this is pure awesome. And it was indeed pure awesome, and I was like, whoa, this is really cool. Hank writes songs, and I started listening to all those, bought the album, and it was all like, yeah! This is really cool! And they like the Mountain Goats, which is awesome. Now, Paper Towns is going to be made into a movie by the same people who made Juno, so, yeah, that's going to go really well, I hope. Unless they completely ruin the story, and, yeah, that would not be good at all. But they own the movie rights, so they can do whatever they want to do, can they? I think they can. Does John Green have any say in that? I don't know. So yeah, the Mountain Goats, they definitely need to be in the soundtrack. And I was thinking the song Distant Stations on All Hail West Texas is pretty much a great song for that book because it is, it pretty much sums up the whole thing with the whole distant stations, the rug, and, good song. Definitely should be in. Another band I was singing in there would be the Radio Department because they are amazing. Swedish pop music, really cool stuff. They are kind of like a neo showgaze type band. You know, they rely on all the earlier stuff. They take from it like the Jesus and Mary chain. I'm not getting my words out well. Anyway, the Radio Department, really good. They have a song called The City Limits, which would be great for the car scenes. Yes, really fast in that minivan, yes. Besides the Radio Department and the Mountain Goats, there should be a band called Cassio Tone for the Painfully Alone. Cassio Tone for the Painfully Alone are an amazing band. And it basically is just a guy who sits in his living room with a Cassio Tone keyboard and calls random people and records love songs on their answering machines. Well, not random people. He knows these people and writes very, very, very good love songs. But it's like along the lo-fi stuff, you know. Cassio Tone for the Painfully Alone definitely would be great for the soundtrack. Cassio Tone for the Painfully Alone have recorded 6, 5, 4, 6, a lot of albums. They recorded one called Answering Machine Music, which I was thinking would be really, really awesome because, that's the lo-fi one and be awesome. But they also recorded one called Etiquette, which would be a great choice because it's, more well recorded, to put it like that. And there's a song on there called Young Shields, which I was thinking, that'd be pretty great for Paper Towns. I was thinking maybe Black Moth Super Rainbow. I listened to that band, I was like, whoa, these guys are really good. This is not normally what I would hear. Yeah, I haven't heard a band this good in a long while. And I was thinking, this sounds so much like Air, it's crazy, because they really do sound a whole lot like Air. And I don't think they're French, but they've got that whole like electronic vibe thing going on. It sounds really good. And they made really awesome stuff. That's Black Moth Super Rainbow. They're really quite an unusual band if you want to look them up. Link in the sidebar. I say link in the sidebar, but I have links to all of these bands in the sidebar and a written report on this whole thing, summing it up and all, Another great artist to include would be Ryland Bronchard. I'm not sure how to pronounce that name, but he had this thing called Seeds that I've just bought, and it's amazing. I heard about it from Tiny Mixtapes, this little thing on the side. I was like, I'll spend $100 on a great CD, Okay, so I'm looking at what I wrote before I made this video, and there's a lot of stuff I didn't include. There's Daniel Johnson, Beck, Guided by Voices, Eels, Jeffrey Lewis, and a ton more. So the Moldy Peaches, of course, because, it's from the people who brought you Juno, and they were the people who made that band so popular. Yeah, but there's a lot of really good stuff that I put and I wrote down, and I just can't get it into a video because I'm bad at this, and this is my first video, and please forgive me. But yeah, Jeffrey Lewis is definitely one of my huge idols, and I'm surprised I didn't mention him first. He covered a bunch of really great craft songs, and they would be great for Margot's Anarchistic Ways, which isn't really her, but is kind of her, and yeah, it's really kind of confusing, but I get it. I totally get it. Yeah, that's great. Anyway, Jeffrey Lewis, yeah, crass songs covered by a folk artist, really smoothed down and made pretty sappy, but awesome. Yeah, the whole anti-folk scene, Jeffrey Lewis, Kimmy Dawson in New York, Lower East Side. Yeah, definitely. Want to look into that. That would be great for the Paper Towns soundtrack.